This is Robert DeGraw from LoftOneStudy.com, and today we're going to do a quick overview of card number 4, Arcanum number 4, called Experience of the Mind, also called the Emperor. And on page 35 of the Law of One book, or PDF, is page 34 in the PDF. Don asks if this card has to do with experience of the other selves. Other selves are other people. So as you come across and interact with other people and through your day, you can learn things from them. They're a mirror image of you, such and so forth. So he asks if this card represents the experience of the other selves. And he also asks if it has to do with the green ray energy centers with respect to other selves. And Ra responds that that's very, I think he says that's very perceptive or something. But then Ra responds and says, it is only through the catalyst which has been processed by the potentiated consciousness that experience may ensue. Thusly is the conscious mind enabled by the use of the vast resources of the unconscious mind. At first you're like, what does that mean? But read it 3-4 times and see how it is on that page and what is talked about before and after, and it actually becomes very clear. So on the card, notice this is printed again from the book, a photocopy from the book, or you can print it from the PDF and just use cardboard to make your own cards for meditating. But that's from the Law of One book. And then this card is from the Brotherhood of Light Tarot set. It's pretty darn close. It's a little bit bigger in the book, the Sacred Tarot Brotherhood of Light. The card and it are identical. You just get a little bit more detail in the bigger one. That's something to think about. Notice you're starting to see that everything on this card is important. Everything on every one of the cards is important. Some things were added like the stars, and you can see those were removed by Ra later. But the essence of this is pretty close. You know, there's a bag, the bird internalized, the shape of the garments, the serpent, the way they're looking, the shape of the legs. The skirt, the shape of the skirt, and when it points more to one side, it's more of represents usually kind of like a leaning towards the right or leaning towards the left. The shape of the legs is important, the pointed toes, everything about this. You know, there's the sphere, and they put a wand here, but it's you can start as you analyze this card. There's so much there and so much to think about. Why is the right leg over the left leg and not behind it? You know, why are the foot shaped the way it is, the hand position? You can look at everything, and there's so much knowledge there. So I'll give you some pages to read that will give you some understanding of this card. So on page 176, 155 of the PDF, notice the sides are lighter. And what they mean is the outside of the card. You know, usually there was other things on the other cards. There's not much here, and that is significant. There's a reason for that. I also forgot to mention, so see how the figure is looking to one side and not straight at the camera per se. You know, even that is important. You know, if you're looking straight ahead, that means one thing. If you're looking to one side, that means something else. So this sphere here is on, which also has to do with the mind or the head. On page 175, PDF 155. It's looking to catalyst, but has the magic now available from chosen positive path. So this magic in the sphere, the head is looking to catalyst, but has the magic now available from the chosen positive path. So on page 177, the PDF 156, the cross legs, similar to the crux Anastasia, or the Ankh, the Egyptian Ankh. So they talk about that on those pages. This box that he's sitting on has a cat in it. So on page 174, the PDF 154, the great cat which guards. So that's the great cat that guards. And then Ra says, what does it guard? And then he answers, page 186, PDF 164, it guards the purity of the manifestations. So I'm trying not to interpret in this video. I will in other videos, but sure seems like when you choose the positive path, you get more protection from different things. And if you choose the negative path, you don't get as much protection. So if you manifest, if you're becoming a responsible co-creator and you're manifesting positive things, you have a lot more protection and you're guarded a lot more. But if you're out there causing trouble and choosing the negative path, you're a little bit on your own. And that's my interpretation. Take it or leave it. But I'm trying not to interpret. But see how what you can kind of read what Ra says and think about it, ponder about it, and then form your own opinions. And everybody's opinions might be completely different, but that's why I'm trying to stay pure to what's written in the book, the Law of One. On page 176, PDF 156, it's a male figure. They talk about that there. Page 174, PDF 153, male facing forward. So, that's when I was talking about whether he's looking at the camera, whether he's looking at one side. The male's facing forward, grasp what is given. Notice there's a serpent headband, like on the female of the card number 3, or kingdom number 3. Go back and read that if you haven't. In fact, go watch the first 3 videos if you haven't yet, because that kind of builds on each other. Page 175, PDF 154. Attention is on attention of experiences. So the attention of experiences. I guess awareness of what's going on kind of thing. Page 176, PDF 156, the bird is now internalized. Remember he was holding the bird in the last card, or she was? Now it's internalized. What does that mean? That's very significant. Read those pages. Page 177, PDF 156, the shape and the circle here are very significant. The shape of the wings are outstretched. It's kind of flying. PDF 177, or the page 177, PDF 156, the bag, talks about the bag. Page 174, PDF 154, milk white leg is significant. So he's not wearing pants. The milk white leg, there's a reason for that. Why is it bare? The skirt and the shape of the skirt is significant. Page 185, PDF 163. Also read 177 and 156 in the PDF. Read 178. Is also 157 in the PDF. See the pointed foot, page 174, PDF 154. The pointed foot is significant. They talk about that in that page. Page 188, PDF 165. The shape of the legs kind of has to do with a tesseract. So for those who watch wisdom teachings, there's a lot of insight there. Page 188, PDF 165. This box, page 174, PDF 153, represents material illusion. Also, it talks about it more on page 186 and PDF 164. Notice this other foot, the shape of that, and the way how he's balanced on it, and it's right in the middle. So page 174, PDF 154, carefully balanced. Why is it carefully balanced? Why is this whole figure carefully balanced? Page 173, PDF 153. This gives a good description of the card. Page 175, 155 in the PDF. The fragility of structure and the surety of structure. The fragility of structure and the surety of structure. So page 35, 33 in the PDF. Don asks if this card has to do with the experience of the other selves, having to do with like other people you come in contact with all through the day who are kind of mirrors of yourself. Asks, so experience of the other selves, question, does it have to do with Green Ray Energy Center with respect to other selves? And I think Ra responds, you are insightful or something like that, so kind of gives a yes to that. But then Ra goes on to say, it is only through the catalyst which has been processed by the potentiated consciousness that experience may ensue. Thusly is the conscious mind enabled by the use of the vast resources of the unconscious mind. So go find that, circle that, and read that several times. At first you're like, huh? But once you read it and read what comes before and after it in the book, read these pages, go read it again, it actually starts to make a lot of sense really fast. It means a lot. And you start to glean insight into the meaning of this card. So on page 44, PDF 40, the material stored in the unconscious, which creates, is continuing bias. That's very important too. Study that. Study page 173 onwards. So this little arrow means kind of forward quite a few pages. In the PDF, that corresponds to 153. So start at 153 and read onwards. Definitely read on page 175 or 155 in the PDF. Read 185 in the book, 163 in the PDF. And there's another description of this card on page 186, and that's 164 in the PDF. The last two paragraphs in the book, and I think it's at the bottom in the PDF too. It's a description of this card. So hopefully that's a quick overview. I'll do another video later with my interpretations, right or wrong, just for you to think about. But this at least gets you interested in this card. And if you just read these pages, you should get a pretty good grasp of what this card means. And then when you start, if you do this for every card and then you lay the cards next to each other and you like study the path. So we're on the mind path, card number 4. So if you study what these 7 cards mean and go from one to the other and lay them next to each other, you start gleaning so much insights and you start seeing how it's progressing. And the same thing, you do that for the body path, 8 through 14, and spirit path, 15 through 21. Then you can kind of analyze the cards. You can kind of take the card 2, 9, and 16 and lay them side to side once you know what each means and see how they relate to each other. And you can glean insights from doing that for each step, especially for 7, 14, 21. You do a lot of pondering on these 3 cards together and how they relate to 22, and you gain a lot. But so see how it's progressing. It's matrix of the mind, potentiator of the mind, catalyst of the mind, experience of the mind. So we're just going through the step there. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of oversight. I'm going to upload these, try to get the website done and upload these to the website, take pictures and such. And hopefully this helps. And I'm going to try to get through all of the archetypes as quick as possible. And then I'll start doing comparisons and then start doing more videos of my insights in case it helps people. But at least this gives people hopefully an unbiased start of exactly as pure as can be to what Ra intended. And I think that's where you're going to gain drastic insights. So hopefully it helps, and hopefully we can all come together and help each other, because I'm sure there's people out here who know way more about this than me. I'm a little bit all over the place. So hopefully we'll all help each other and we'll all rise up together. All right. Thank you very much.